Hey guys, so welcome to my exposed bone tutorial. I just want to point out that this look is not good for wearing out, or like if you plan to have it for a few hours. Honestly, it's not gonna last because we're using scar wax, and scar wax does not last a long time. And if you've ever used it before, you understand what I'm talking about. So the first step is to roll balls of clay and make these bone shapes. And you want to use a reference photo, that way you know exactly what you're doing and what it's supposed to look like. And what helped me is to use reference points, so I use like these lines to determine where the bone starts and where it ends, so that way I don't make it too long or too short. So I decided for the middle finger that I would extend it all the way down. I don't think that's it anatomically correct though. I think it's skinnier than that, but it still looks pretty cool. So I used a stronger glue than spirit gum because spirit gum is not going to do the job. It's too weak. And this glue is cruelty-free and I love it, and it works really well for heavy appliances like this. So just glue each finger, and I didn't do the thumb, and I'm not sure why. I think I just was lazy, or For the pinky, I decided to do like this half bone thing, so if you wanted to do that for all of them, you could just follow the instructions just for the pinky. And for the paint, I decided to use alcohol activated paints because they create more of a translucent look versus cream paints where it would cover like everything. If you use cream paints, I would suggest you water them down first. And I created depth in between the little bones so you can see the shadow. So now the scar wax. A lot of people do not like scar wax, and I understand why, because it's super sticky and it's hard to work with. But if you use lotion or Vaseline, it makes it so much easier. Like, you will be amazed at how easy it is to create these different shapes and wounds and stuff. So now I'm trying to make the bone look exposed. So I'm gonna have like skin coming out from the sides of it. So the way you do that is you get scar wax and you just flatten it all down on top of the bone and everything. Really take your time to smooth it out. I'm using a lot of Vaseline, by the way. So then you take a sculpting tool or a toothpick or anything and you just lift up the sides, and that creates like where the skin is opening, where it's coming out. So since it's bone, it's pretty deep in there, so the skin should be lifted up pretty high. Now you could add like some meaty texture on top of the bone or like some tendons and stuff. I decided not to do that. just because I strictly wanted it just bone. But like I said, I think it's skinnier than that. So that's a finished look after blending it and fixing it. That took about 45 minutes, I want to say. So now you're blending the scar wax into your skin, and you don't have to use this paint. You can actually use foundation for this part. But really make sure to match it up. And now I'm adding the red inside the wound, like the meat part. Looking back at it now, I probably should have added more red, because I mean there's probably gonna be a lot more blood than that. But I didn't want to cover up all my work, because I see that happen all the time. Like, people will do these amazing works, but then they'll just add so much blood to it, and it just covers everything up. Like, you can't even tell what it is. I added a darker red closer to the bone to create depth. That's going to make it look like it's really sunken in there. And my favorite part, the blood. Like I said, not too much. Now the blood I'm using is, it's called Hawgs blood from Brick in the Yard. I don't like the name, but it's really good. I really like it. So I put it in some little random cuts there too, so it's not just in one spot. And I put it all over, like, on my hand too, so it looks like it's irritated, and I mean, it's kind of irritated, right? Thank you for watching.